Hello Cancer, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your yearly 2023 tarot reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. Remember, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always. So let's see what we have for our lovely Cancerians, please. Angel, spirits, guides for 2023. And what we're going to do, Cancer, is we will pull one card per month and look at the energies per month from that basis. Do also check out my next 3 months tarot readings, because it's where I take the relevant cards from the yearly tarot reading and I go into more detail. Okay, so what do we have for Cancer? So for January, we have the Lovers, we have the Fool, the Two of Pentacles in March. So we have February the Fool, March is the Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, April, Queen of Pentacles, May, June we have the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, July, August, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups in September, we have the Emperor in October, Ten of Pentacles, November, and we have the Knight of Swords in December. Okay, Cancer, so let's go through these energies for you. So we start with the card of Gemini, the Lovers. Now, this can be a powerful union. It can lend itself very easily in terms of love, romance, relationships. So again, if this can be about two people coming together. So it can mark a new relationship or an existing one. If it's an existing one, it can be a choice of how you move forward. And it can be about the relationship itself. For others of you, it can be something that affects the relationship. Either way, there's a significant choice to make or decision, but certainly the opportunity for some kind of union as well within that mix. Now, if it's you on your own, Cancer, because this is the duality of Gemini, so it can be about us connecting to our higher selves as well, in terms of making choices and decisions, in terms of how we move forward in situations. And it's always very divinely inspired, because you can see the Archangel Raphael there, which is all about health and healing and bringing healthy situations. So really helping us make the right, healthiest, positive choice for us. So this can be about us connecting to our higher selves in how we move forward and do the right thing for us. So this is the energy here. That will be there's some choice to make for you on your own too. And there's a real kind of energy of really trust your intuition if that's the case. February, we have the Fool. Now, between these two cards, it might well be here, because the Fool is somebody who will quite happily just say, okay, let's throw caution to the wind, let's go for this, let's move forward, let's take that leap of faith, let's take that chance. So again, that could be something about a relationship, either a new one or how you move forward with one. It might well be that there's some kind of choice or decision. Do we do this, or shall I do this? Shall we move forward with this? And then there's this feeling in February of taking this leap of faith, taking that chance. So that might well be for some of you, okay, let's just do this, let's go for it, let's move forward. It can be linking also with new directions, the Fool. So if it's a card on its own, because a lot can happen in a month, let alone a year, the Fool can be about carving out a brand new path, a new chapter, turning the page in a situation. So it can represent the beginnings of something new, could be in other areas as well. It's full of anticipation, the Fool, and it might well be that you just have to move in a direction, surrender and trust, and that's the energy of the Fool, but it's a new direction, or embracing new or renewed energy. But it is about just, okay, let's do this, let's go for it, let's move forward with this. So always very lovely, but it does represent, I mean, obviously near the new year as well, it's new chapters, new beginnings. I will also, the other thing that came to me as well is this can be very good in terms of things like pregnancy for me as a reader, things like conception, that kind of thing as well. So that was something specific that just dropped in. Okay, so for March, we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles can sometimes represent situations where you have a lot on. Now, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed in a situation here, Cancer, in March, because this is somebody who just has a lot on their plate. So the message with that card is, even though it might feel overwhelmed, the advice with the Two of Pentacles is just make sure you prioritize, make sure you do things step by step in your own time. This is the energy also, if you can't do everything yourself, then ask for help. Because it can be somebody who is trying to do everything on their own. And then we get to the Three of Pentacles after this, and you see other people helping and assisting. So it can be about, if you can't do everything on your own, ask for help when you need it. Now, it can also represent choices and decisions. So again, really, January, February, March, these could be different life areas. It can be about choices about money. It could be choices about, where you live. It could be, other practical choices maybe for some of you. It can also be to do with, like I said, how do I move forward in this situation? And you're weighing up, what's the best way forward. So the message there is just take your time to get things clear in your mind to the point where you feel balance in your own energies to make that choice and decision. So that's what I have for that area. With the Six of Swords, so the Six of Swords can be very good in terms of healing as well. So healing in any area, it's about putting difficulty behind you and embracing healing and moving forward in a situation. The better days to come. It's a process. You're not at the end game yet, but you're moving in the right direction. So this is where you feel things are finally moving in the right direction and the worst is behind you. The sixes, you can represent those swords are just kind of balancing out that boat and helping it move in the right direction in a calm way towards calmer waters. So this is a real feeling of, I'm finally heading in the right direction. Now, this can also be to do with travel. It can also be to do with moving from A to B. So it can be about moving from one job to another, moving from one home to another. But energetically, it can just represent positive change. The turning point where you just feel positive change is happening for you, where the worst is finally behind you and there's the feeling of a huge sigh of relief. This, because it's a healing energy, is very good for health areas as well. Always a very good sign in that respect. So again, physical health, mental health, is always a great energy of putting difficulty behind you and finally just feeling a bit more calm and on an even keel, and things are finally moving in the right direction that way. So you might be encountering those kind of areas. Because this energy in particular, the Queen of Pentacles, she can also be very good in terms of health. So there may well be some kind of focus on health, maybe some kind of things that you have to respond to or adapt to, this kind of energy potentially, but not limited to that. Even financial health with the Queen of Pentacles, because she can represent financial abundance. So she is a great sign of success in money, career, finances, and also recovery of that. This can be a real feeling here of independently being able to provide financially for yourself as well. So it's always a good indication when the Queen of Pentacles appears as an energy. The Queen of Pentacles, as we're talking in money career terms, she can be somebody who holds opportunity. Now, very good in terms of business, career, finances. This can also be a very kind individual, Cancer, somebody who may well be a friend or a family member in some way, who may offer you some kind of, this can be practical advice or financial advice or offer you some money. So this is that kind of energy here. Now, in health issues, this can represent a great energy of healing in all areas. So however this is for you, this is all about getting stability back, getting abundance back, getting back on that kind of even keel that we were talking about. This is somebody who is just very practical, but very nurturing and healing, and promises growth, you know. It could even be some kind of healer as well, you know. This can represent some kind of healer, you know, things like, I mean, you might even be doing that kind of course as well, you know, so healing, phytology, things like homeopathy, you kind of get what I'm saying. Okay, I mean, that's quite specific, might be specific for some of you. We have the Seven of Pentacles in June. Seven of Pentacles can be somebody who is taking stock, evaluating. And it really is, it could well be you're looking at your money areas. Am I happy with my current job, or do I want to move in a different direction? Certainly when the Queen of Pentacles appears, how abundant do I feel, you know? So that might well be in focus for you. You might be considering making some changes, looking at your options, because each of these pentacles in the card can represent options, opportunities, you know, keeping your options open. But it can also be this feeling of, well, I've put so much energy in a particular direction. Do I want to continue on this path, or do I want to make some changes? Now, that can be the same in terms of current investments and new investments. So reviewing savings, pensions. If you're saving, for example, you know, for a home or something to buy, this is the energy of what do I need to do? You know, have I got enough? Do I need to make some changes? So there may well be those kind of things in money areas that you're reviewing. This can also be taking stock of other areas. So, you know, am I happy with where things are going in the relationship? If so, what's the next step for me? This is that kind of energy. Or where you live, you know, it could be, like I said, whichever area this applies to you. This is somebody who's just maybe having some kind of review, even a life review here, in terms of where you're moving, where you're heading, what you want long term, and making changes accordingly, potentially. Okay. So we have the High Priestess in July. You know, I really love it when the High Priestess comes into a reading, because there's just a feeling of that link is strong with Spirit, God, the universe, you know, we're just very connected, and this is July time for you. So your intuition is going to be very powerful. Your dreams may be very significant. You could be getting some real synchronicities, signs, symbols, coincidences that might be speaking to you in July. This is always about really trusting your intuition, and our intuition is so powerful. It's just our sixth sense, you know. So it can be that kind of energy where you might be in a situation and you just instantly feel something about it. This is to tell you that what you're feeling is absolutely bang on. You know, for example, if you were going for like a new job, or you were in a process, whether you're wondering whether you're going to be successful, you might be thinking, like when the High Priestess appears, this feels really good. This feels very positive for me, but I just don't know the outcome here yet. This is just surrender and trust. How you're responding to a situation, what you intuitively feel that you need to put action towards. This is the energy here. You're just being guided every step of the way by your instinct, your intuition. So just trust that here. Because right after this, and it might well be about some kind of situation. I mean, it might not just be money related. It could be any area. But the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. This is a lovely energy of coming together, joy, celebration, reasons to celebrate. Sometimes for me as a reader can mark the winter is over, the spring is here as well. So doubly reasons to celebrate for that. It's the beginnings of new bounty as well. So also very good in terms of feeling more bountiful. That could be practically, that could be energetically. Now, there could also be some important friendships being formed in August. This represents events, parties, celebrations, even actual celebratory events. So there may well be some kind of invitations or offers around the month of August to attend some kind of celebratory events anyway. But it's a great card of celebration, coming together. Yeah. So Cancer, we are going to October. So the Eight of Cups can be about walking away, choosing to walk away here. Now, I'm just looking with... We have these three cards here, and you know, the Emperor can be somebody who naturally lends themselves to somebody who is the empire builder, so very good in business, not limited to that. The Emperor can be a significant person. This could be a patriarch in the family. This can be somebody who is a judge in a legal situation, you know. It really is somebody who holds the final decision, somebody who is important, who has earned their way to the top, you know, and they have all that experience and knowledge and wisdom behind them. So they're in that position of power because they deserve it, you know, top of the food chain with the Emperor. So there may well be some significant person that you're connecting to. And I'm feeling potentially between these 2 months because they can represent an establishment, you know, like I said, legal, it could be governmental, could be money or money areas, companies. So between these two energies, it might well be that you have an opportunity to walk towards something better. Chronologically, the Eight of Cups will always walk towards the Nine of Cups, greater happiness, fulfillment, joy. So again, it might well be for some of you here, Cancer, between these 2 months, something might appear, you know, and especially with this celebratory energy here, where it gives you a chance to move on from a situation here. That the Eight of Cups isn't always about walking away from disappointment. It can be, but it can just be about because it's time, because I've learned everything that I need to learn here, or I'm not getting the same progress in my career or pay in my career that I wanted before, so I can just move on from that situation now. So it might well be that there's some kind of connected energy here, not limited to that, obviously. You know, the Eight of Cups can be, it's time to walk away, and you can see that moon in the top left-hand corner. This is because, you know, your intuition, maybe across those few months, are going to be really strong, and it's guiding you. You're acting on your instinct, and you're inspired. That red coat. This is, I just know. I'm feeling empowered, and I'm taking action, and I know that this is the right time for me to walk away from something because there's a missing cup here. You hoped it would be more fulfilling, or maybe it was fulfilling for a time, but now it's not so much anymore. So it's time to move on. Now, like I said, that could be in any situation. It might well be, like I said, that you choose to move somewhere else in terms of home property. You might choose to move from one job to another. You might choose to, you know, walk away from, you know, relationships, or it could symbol somebody leaving the family home, you know, maybe a child going off to live on their own. So the Eight of Cups is just about, it's time to walk away, feeling inspired because it's the right thing for you to do. Or it might well be somebody that you're connected to here. But it's always with a view to pursuing something, going in search of something, or because you've got a better offer. So, like I said, Cancer, the Emperor can be a key decision maker here, a significant person of influence. When the Emperor appears in your reading, it's very favourable for you. So if there's some significant person, very empowered, that you're talking to, it feels like this decision is very favourable for you. They're very supportive of you. Now, the energy of the Emperor, this can be about taking control, taking the lead, taking the initiative. So it might well be for some of you that you're adopting that kind of Emperor energy. This is somebody who will shape their world and their life. They don't allow the universe to shape their world, they shape their world, you know. This is somebody who likes full control, or who likes to feel in control of their destiny in some way. So that is the energy here. It might well be that you're taking the initiative, taking control of situations this month, and certainly in your power to do it when the Emperor appears. So that's what I'm getting here. It can also represent somebody of significance to you. If this was a relationship, this will be somebody who is doing the right thing, somebody who will always do the right thing by you. When the Emperor appears, this is somebody who will make the right decision and choice to do everything that's right by you. So that's the energy that I'm getting. But like I said, very good in terms of money areas, because The Ten of Pentacles in November. This is one of the wealth cards of tarot. It's not limited to that, but the Ten of Pentacles can be goal achievement, long-term stability and security, because there's real abundance here. There's real financial security here. So like I said, there could be some changes here. Now, in career, for example, it might well be that you've been climbing the ladder or choosing to climb the ladder to bring positive change this year, Cancer. And this is a great energy here of getting, you're supported in terms of how you're climbing the ladder and achieving material wealth. So lovely energy on that front. Other meanings with the Ten of Pentacles, it can represent inheritance, so some kind of inheritance. It also represents some kind of family or partnership business of some kind. Also retirement. So it might well be that you're choosing to retire. You know, if this is that energy that you're taking, it might well be that there's some kind of retirement that you're enjoying or somebody close to you. So yeah, always lovely in terms of money. It's one of the money cards of tarot. Now, it's not limited to that. This can represent long-term commitment, really putting down roots, family. So it can link to things like family home, or you potentially buying a home to really put down roots with. Similarly, it can represent long-term commitment, marriage, really putting down roots with somebody. So yeah, I'm feeling the stability of that. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords in December. So certainly in December, news, communication, conversations, this is just lovely, because it just all seems like things really, the Knights always bring change, and this just feels like communication. This can be very good in terms of news, communication, messages, information coming in that brings really positive change for you. So it could well be some communication, conversations, news, information, knowledge, is coming your way. Now, that can be, like I said, in any area. It can also be very educational as well with the Swords energy, because they can be all about knowledge and wisdom and learning. So yeah, there's some really lovely energy here with like news, and these two energies could be very related, you know. News, and it can be to do with things like real stability and security, and really feeling that you can put down roots and plan your future, either financially or, like I said, in terms of relationships, or both. So yeah, maybe some kind of conversations, news, information coming in on that basis too, or making some changes to progress knowledge areas and wisdom areas, and maybe to develop yourself in terms of knowledge and learning and so on and so forth. That can be these energies. So that's what I have for you here, Cancer, for your 2023 reading. I mean, to be honest, you've got beautiful cards. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to pull your final card. Final message for Cancer, please, angels, spirits, guides. Final message for our lovely Cancerians. Yeah. We have wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Isn't that lovely? And we had the second card, look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. And again, you might even be writing a book, you know. It might well be that kind of thing is coming out for some kind of reason. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a lovely 2023, Cancer, and I will see you next time.